So the last partner, Kamran Saab, we come back to you. And you have been CISO of three big banks of Pakistan, and now you are in engagement with a Dubai regulator on some assignment, right? And coming back to this word, Pakistan's RegTech, when we talk of technology, we have got huge regulations from different entities of Pakistan. And I was reading a paper in, about the US laws. The different US regulatory authorities, the regulations they have issued in the last 2.5 years, those comprises of 820,000 papers, 8,20,000 papers, number of pages are to be complied. We cannot really do that compliance without the help of technology. So we are not going to miss this train this time. So what do you think? What is the level of preparedness? Where do we stand? What needs to be done, talking about the technology thing? And not only specifically to the financial sector, but as a country, where do we stand? What is the level of preparedness?
12 years, and we have seen, all of us have seen a tremendous amount of automation in the banking sector and now in other sectors as well. So insurance and the regulators who regulate those sectors. Real estate ke andar you can see all kinds of innovations. Then of course we all know about the innovations in retail sector, we know about the fintech sector. So what's happening on the regulatory framework side is that if we look at some of the markets which are somewhat ahead of Pakistan in terms of their automation cycles, so we can look at markets in the Middle East. They are somewhat ahead. So what they are doing now can give us a window into the kind of direction that we will automatically have to move forward. So when we talk about RegTech, it basically stands not just for automation of data that the regulator is receiving. So, you know, Madam Lubna mentioned that automation has taken place which helps the FMU. Iqbal Saab ne bhi mention kiya, Javed Saab ne bhi kaha ke integration of data. But the real value of data comes when you use data to predict the future. That's really because a regulator's job is to predict. You know, regulator does economic forecasts. They have to do inflation forecasts and they have to make policy adjustments. The people on financial crime side need to be able to predict what kind of crime is going to happen next year. That is the kind of ability which is the real power of data, or you can call it big data. That's another buzzword going around. So what the regulators are doing with RegTech technologies, once they achieve the basic level of hygiene and data integration, they are using machine learning models to start predicting who are the people they need to monitor. So there may not be an entity who has already committed a crime that you will now go and investigate and see what they are doing. So currently, so it all starts out with regulators being reactive and doing post-fact investigations of crime which happened in the past. Going forward, regulators should be able to predict what are the suspicious transaction entities and frequencies which will happen, and therefore take proactive action and make proactive policies. So as I think we are progressing well on the path of doing basic data integration and basic data hygiene. The next challenge for us will be to get to that next level, because that is what international governments will also expect. For example, when I was talking to some people today only who talked about how the PEPs in Pakistan don't get visible on international radars. That's just one example of challenge that we face.